All right, so welcome back. Hoping you guys are having a fabulous day here today. The funniest thing is this global area is just so dead. It's not even funny. Like, there's nothing here. It's like the most dead update I've ever seen. It's like there's nothing to do on global right now. But with that out of the way, the worst event ever is returning. The most controversial. Literally, this event is hated every year. Okay, it becomes more and more hated as time has progressed, and this year it's most likely returning. With it, yeah, I can't wait for the pain. But hopefully, Netmarble, if you see this video before you release the event, okay, please give some sort of amendment, some fix, something to it, because damn, this event sucks, and it progressively has gotten worse because people now know how to fudge it up or rework it to where they win. So with that, let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, help us out a ton. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about it. Probably you can guess what event I'm talking about. It is in fact the New Year Festival Lucky Raffle Draw. This garbage right here. Listen, this event is good. Okay, it is good at a point, but sometimes they just, how they have done it, right? So how it works is you log in, go at reset, raffle away, and you potentially get something, okay? But every time they release the event, right? First off, since the launch of the game, they haven't really buffed how many rewards you could potentially get. So this was the Assault Melee one right here, right? Because I didn't record one for Trillion Melee. I did skip it that year because I hated it so much. But when I did record it for Assault Melee back then, way back when, it can be clearly seen this is the first day of the event. So basically 6 people had already walked away with 1,000 gems. 39 people are remaining out of the 50. So 11 people got it there. It was just basically them trickling down on the gems and all of that stuff. It's a basic event. That's how it works, right? There's a allotted amount of how much you can win. That's it. But what happened was, right? And what constantly happens is the use of bot accounts, right? I think you know about this entire thing. There's so many accounts getting sold everywhere. eBay and every website possibly can sell them, right? So with that, the accounts that are sold are their gems. They're stacked out on gems. 2,000, 3,000, 1,000. That's usually how much they have. Potentially 5,000. They've been pushing up recently. And how they do is, right, basically they log in all the accounts on BlueStacks or some emulator, and then they log in through their 1,000 accounts on one machine, and then proceed to just log in for these events, raffle away, and get stuff, right? That is how it's always been, and it's always been a problem because it's just they trickle away at the rewards. And for global, finishing this in 2 days or 3 days every single time is so annoying, literally. And again, I guess if their argument is that many players are actually using it, they could at least buff the pool a little bit. I think that in comparison to how many JP players there are, I think there's a lot more global players. So with that being a metric, maybe the global should get some different rewards than what JP gets, because we have a much bigger player base. So help us out a little bit, do a little bit of something. Or you do a very simple thing. If you didn't complete chapter 3 of the story, 2 of the story, 5 of the story, you should not be able to partake in the event. I would say that's the best bet. Again, I get it that it screws new players completely, but it's the only way to stop players from constantly logging in, or these bot accounts to do it, because it always gets screwed. There is no enjoyment in this event, and I talked about it earlier, right? And when I talked about it, every comment, so I talked about this a week ago or 2 weeks ago in one of my videos, and I clearly said this event's returning most likely, and if it does return, what do you think about it? And every comment of that video talking about this event had to say, if this returns, no, I don't care about it. I'll get my gems, but then it's dead in the next day. I won't potentially ever get 1,000, 500, 300, 100, 30, 10. I'll get my 3, 1, or anvils or autoclick tickets, and I'll run away. So hopefully they can update it, or at least do some sort of restriction that allows people to actually have a chance, because again, it's remember, these accounts that are sold, all that happens, people that just make alt accounts constantly to try to achieve that 1,000 gems, they trickle away at the pool, right? So if you wonder, a normal person has one chance per day or 3 chances per day. A person that has alt accounts or runs a bot has, 10 to 100 chances per day, potentially getting something, right? So, I mean, there are a lot of restrictions they can do, but if you're wondering how the event works, it's basically a lottery system. All you gotta do is check in one day, play Fort Solgros one day, and then share an image on social media, which you never actually have to. It's always bugged to where you act like you did, and then it counts. And then you just go and spin on the event, and you potentially get some rewards, which last year, or the year when I recorded this, which is the AML year, which is, by the way, a while ago, 1 year ago. Well, it says 1 year, but it's 2 years, right? Which is pretty much insane. This is literally around the AML time, or a few months prior was when I started this channel. So again, memory lane. But with it, I had 4 gems on this day, which was 1 in the 3, and this was just the 3. So this was 2 days into the event, the reset, and then the next day I popped off. That's 6 gems. That is good. 7 gems, right? That is really good. So there are actual ways you can pop off, and there are ways that you can get some gems. It just depends on your luck. They do like have a decent amount of 10 gems, 300,000, right? So a lot of players do walk away with that. I did once. And I think that was Trillion Meliodas year. Didn't make the video that year. I was just again mad with the event. But there are 10,000 also for 30 diamonds, 2,022. Most likely this year will be 2023 for the 100 gems, 100 of the 300, 50 of the 500, and 20 of the 1,000. So there are some decent like events or the decent like numbers for it, right? So where a lot of people can win, but again, it always trickles down way too fast. And global always loses in 3 days. Like JP, it lasts for 7, 8, 9 days. It always does. I know people say always against that. I played JP, okay, and I'm like, damn, the event's still active because global got it at not at that point, but on I think Tremeli's point when global got it, it was still active on JP. And I was like, this is sick. Yeah, I still have a chance to get some stuff, right? And on global, 3 days of the event, we were out. We were already out of gems, which was so annoying. Because it's like, you know, you try to like get something, and then it just never works out. So I'm hoping that this year they have it a little bit better. If they do choose to rerun it, they might also just dodge it completely with like, hey, we're not gonna do it. It's too controversial. We're just gonna get people mad at us again. They've done it 2 years in a row, 2022, 2023. So I expect to see it this year. It would be an L if we don't get it. It's just like a norm. It's a little like a special thing they do. And it is cool, right? People do win. I literally had 3 people in my comment section that tagged me on Twitter, showed me they got the 100 gem one, which was really cool. That's literally like the coolest thing that could ever happen. But I knew a lot of people that did get 100, which is pretty nice. I personally didn't know anybody that got the 1,000. I know someone that got 300, but nothing else. So it was pretty cool to see some people win and get some good stuff out of it. Again, I'm not the one that can tell you about this, but when they did it, hey, good luck. All right, you could win. If you're lucky, you could win. This is what it looked like on the outside with the Escanor image and all of that. It was the Holy War Festival Part 1. And that's basically what the event looked like for that, which was, I don't know, it was overall pretty cool, okay? It was. These events always kind of have a little bit of hype to it. It's just, please, number one, if you're watching this, fix it up, all right? Do some sort of restriction, something that allows players to actually get this, and it's like a thing that you can be hyped for, right? Logging in each day at reset, right? So having that entire thing, like, oh, damn, okay, reset, we have something. If you want to, like, extend it, there's only, like, a limit or something. I don't know, do something that allows it to at least last 7 days, okay? I get it, it's like a 4-week festival. I don't expect it to last that long, but at least allow it to last more than 3 days. It's miserable. 3 days of the entire event while JP gets like 8 days of actually enjoying, and then you're just out of it. You're just out of like the currency. Maybe up the currency a little bit, maybe put some restrictions down as mentioned. Do something to allow it to happen. Like the only restrictions it has, here you go, right? You can participate when you reach player rank 8. Do 25. That's pretty easy to obtain if someone grinds and does everything. You cannot participate on the PC version beta. Oh, yeah. Oh, so if you play a PC client, I do recommend you get your phone out. Yeah. Or your BlueStacks. Yeah. I didn't know that. I literally didn't know that. So yeah, there's that. They'll disappear if you don't use your tickets per day. 3 tickets you get it per day. Rewards sent to your inbox after will expire after 7 days. Remaining quantity of rewards reset every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, right? So basic stuff. Nothing too special, but it is cool. Again, the event itself is really nice. They also rerun this. They do it every year. So this is why I'm guaranteeing you this will come back. Is because they rerun this every year, and this came back again. So as they did to the last 2 years prior to this game, this has to come out with the festival. It's gonna probably get announced and stuff like that. But yeah, again, they can't release it now, obviously, because it's like the art is associated to the festival. So they'll leak the festival on global early if they do that. But yeah, that's it. That's what I want to talk about here today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Just a quick message to Netmarble and people that this is coming back. But like, please, restriction or something, just something cool. So yeah, catch you in the next one. Have a stay safe.